Hmm. What's popping, people? What's really good? You already know what the fuck is going on. What's popping? Out here back and again with One Piece chapter 971 with a little bit of gas for the streets, for the streetcar. Idiot. Out here. Am I live? Is it working out well? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? Make sure I'm using the correct encoder. How's it looking? We Gucci? Let a nigga know. Who's in the chat? Who's in the chat? We got Yak, we got ACB, we got Hunter, we got Fiji in this beat. Shout out to the pull up, shout out to the pull up. Now. Whoa, K7. Oh, you gay, Tay. Bet. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. If you got a little boo, happy Valentine's Day to them. If you don't, if you got yourself a little girl on the side, happy Valentine's Day to them. You know? Happy Valentine's Day to, if you like niggas. Happy Valentine's Day to that. Happy Valentine's Day if you like he, she's. Whatever your preference. Happy Valentine's Day, you dig? You know, Virgo Valentine's Day, we do it a little different. Whiskey, and we're gonna get it as black as possible with grape juice. You dig? I think I should take a little swig before we start this stream, you dig? I don't want to hear none of you motherfuckers say nothing about the Christmas tree in the back. I'm gonna take it down. Alright? I'm gonna take it down. You dig? Ah. Ah. Yes, sir. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. Every which way. Every man, woman, human. Now, shall we go to this chapter? Wow. The chapter name low-key says it all. Chapter 971, Boiled Alive. So here we have the cover story. She phoned Big Ass yelling for help. So it looks like Gotti got away somehow. Hmm. 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 Huh. You can't, Momonosuke. It hasn't been checked for poison yet. Mother, why is it that my life is being sought after? Your father is a great man, and you are a man who will lead this country someday. Here you go, Momonosuke-sama. Hiyori-san. Mother, today Dad will really... Brother? Yo, what the fuck? Right into the thick of it. Yo, SARS, I'm gonna mod you, but you really need to change your name to SARS. The Sanji Goat shit ain't finna go. Come on now. Thank you, Kako. Nigga, I'm not outside. Y'all see a whole... It's my Christmas tree, not a tree. Nigga. But what's up, y'all? What's good, Glam? What up, Tristan? What up, OG Bruce? OG Bruce, I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome to the channel, my guy. We got 25 niggas in here. It's about to be lit. I'm sure more are going to file their way in. We had 85 people last live stream. Let's see if we can get to 100 today. Like the stream if you haven't. Hit that, smash that like button. Consensually, of course. You dig? Of course, Tay. Of course. No, I'm not outside. If the lights is shining down, because I'm anointed. You dig? Well, we right in the thick of it. So the scabbards are there, and it's a boiling pot. From now on, Kazuki Oden and 9 others will be publicly executed. So how they finna get out of this? How they finna get out of this? Hurry up. I can't see the boiling properly. It's in oil that's instant. Then I have to hurry. This nigga doing it in the town square, bro. Ultimately, he couldn't defeat Kaido. Lord Idiot. And I even thought his strength was legit. Who was this guy? This is so fucked up. This is so fucked up. I like a chance. I must live no matter what. Yeah, get in there. Still begging for your life? You're funny. Frush. That. Yeah, help me. Wait a minute, nigga. Did he just throw Buddy in there? Oden is a savage. Oh my, get me out of here. Damn. That nigga got burned. All 10 of us will enter this pot. But free those who survive by the time you have decided. This nigga is so swole. Oh my god. Odin some. Survive. The principle of this punishment is to die instantly. Bring me a clock. Yes. You have an hour. Whoa, lo. Just try and survive this. It's even too long for a simple bath. Are you serious? You will keep your word? Of course. Even on the brink of death, he fears. I have things to do. Go in right now. It will be shameful until the end. What? Don't abandon your lore. Let's go. See you in the next world, guys. Get on this board, you guys. This is the realest nigga. This nigga is so fucking real. Damn, bro. Let's go. This nigga is so real. Wow. Please stop, Odin-sama. It should be us, Odin-sama. We will carry you. Shut up and stay quiet. That's an order, Odin-sama. What is his madness? His retainers aren't submerged in oil. Whoa, no. But all of them are in the pot. I have no complaints. Odin. He is carrying 9 sturdy samurai. To do that must require colossal strength. Such a waste. And that in the boiling oil too. Odin-sama. This is such a feat. This is crazy. I don't even know what to say. This nigga is so real for this. He is so real. Like I'm almost not even mad the nigga was twerking. Cause this is so real. Dog. Oden Sama let us down. Well, what's the matter? It's not even been a minute, you know. What kind of skin does he have? Oh my god. I feel like I could die just from the heat alone. If you continue to complain, I will knock you out, Rizo. You have nothing else to do but to let yourself be carried. Neko, stop moving. The vibrations will go to the bottom. Oh my god! This is unreal! Unfucking real! Four minutes have passed, nigga. These niggas have 55 more minutes. I was told it would end right away. It's more annoying than expected. I thought they would scream more, and that they would die more dramatically. I can't wait for it to end. I was so fed up with this Lord idiot. Calm down, Shinobu. What about Lord Idiot? Say it again and I will kill you. Who is that woman? It's dangerous. She has a katana. A kanoichi? Stop it. You are the idiot. Captain, that's Shinobu. She. What is she getting excited for? You think it is thanks to him? You think it is thanks to him you live in peace today? You will see when you have lost, Oden-sama. You will see how much he protected you from misfortune. Orochi is neither the shogun nor a dictator. Orochi does not try to rise above others. Understood for me. All the people of this country are criminals who have prosecuted the Korozumi clan. They can all die. I do not care. I got the shogun position to destroy this country, to avenge me. Excuse me? A long time ago, my grandfather had to perform harakiri like a criminal. My family was ruined, and it could have stopped. But my parents were hunted down by self-proclaimed vigilantes out of who knows where. They hit them and threw them into the rivers. They killed them. These fools scared me so much that they kept me from sleeping. When the one who had committed the crime was dead, it is the offspring of a daimyo killer. If it had the name of Kurozumi, even a kid would have been a criminal. That's why all the people of Wano deserve a punishment. This is what they have done to us all the time. Orochi backstory. And then what happened in the back room. What is this? What is this? The offerings to Kaido. Countless weapons and hundreds of people kidnapped. You can sell it, have fun, or just kill them. Once they are brought there, their life is over. Oden-sama got angry, but Orochi then made a proposal. You want to prevent kidnappings? You will lose if you go to war with us. The enemy only sought revenge and had no interest in the country. It was obvious that victory wasn't the only thing at stake. That's why Oden Sama accepted the proposal. If you dance naked every week at the scheduled time as an apology to the Kurozumi clan. So he did lose everything, but he saved 100 people with his dances. He believed in their promise to leave the country once the shipbuilding was complete. Weekly, visiting the provinces to make sure nothing had happened, Oden Sama continued to protect his country. He took everything on him. So who is the Lord Idiot now? Fuck Kaido, dude. Fuck Orochi. Pussy ass nigga. They came after me. I get it. Bad. You gonna blame the whole fucking town, dog? Punk ass nigga. I don't feel bad for that nigga. Good chapter. Really good chapter. So who is the Lord Idiot now? Bum ass niggas. Look at this strong ass nigga holding him up. Realist. Mmm. 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 Wow. Wow. Let's see what the chat's saying. Wow, y'all are going in the chat. Wow. Y'all boys going in. Thanks, Light Ruler. Why did it make you mad, ACB? Orochi is a little bitch, bro. Punk ass nigga. Okay, Ragnar. Bestiality. Calm down, my guy. Yo, Cliff in the chat. Wagwan. Y'all read one Brandon Sanderson book, OG Bruce Wilder. ACB, that is pretty correct. Chapter was good in my opinion. What would you give it out of 10? So let's put it like this. In an overall writing standpoint, I want to give it an 8. I would give it a 10 for my personal enjoyment. The reason why I would say 10 out of my personal enjoyment is because it made you hate the antagonists of Wano more. It made Kaido and Orochi seem like even more heartless bastards. And I feel like that's really needed to drive an arc forward. If you're going to drive an arc forward, you need antagonists that are truly going to get under your skin. Doflamingo got under your skin. Crocodile got under your skin. You need great antagonists to really piss you off. Arlong got under your skin. Like, these niggas drove the arc forward because you hated them so much. And I think this chapter did a very good job of driving that home. Oda really hit its mark with that. You get Orochi's backstory, and you feel nothing for him. In fact, it makes you angrier about him and what he's doing. You telling me Oden went to the town every week to shake his ass and see the town change, even though there are factories all over Wano? Stop. Rise, little bitch. Oh, God. The heat's getting to me, nigga. Your leader is lifting you up. I agree with Nekomamushi, nigga. I ought to slap you. I wouldn't slap you if you wouldn't fall in. How dare you, my nigga? And I will say, foolish on Oden's part, thinking that Kaido's gonna hold up to his end of the agreement. Because though what he's doing is very honorable, Kaido's getting a kick out of this regardless and does not plan to let him live at all. Especially knowing that this nigga can give him blows. He's not going to let him live. I agree. Lona Spada, you couldn't say it better. I got to repeat this to the chat. Lona Spada said, yeah, I absolutely hate Orochi and Kaido now. I completely agree. He's not sympathetic at all. His backstory is his greed, cap, and karma. Straight up. That's literally all it is. He is not to be sympathized with at all. At all. And yeah, I'm empathetic with why Oden is trying his darndest to make sure the scabbards live. But they're not going to agree with him. They're not traitors yet. I agree. I agree. Yeah, they're not traitors. Who the traitor might be, I'll never know. Unless Denjiro is just faking the funk or some shit. Like, they're good ass actors if one of them are the traitor. It's never ruled out. And I feel like Oda could give you them all jumping in to give you a sense of security. Because maybe the traitor was ready to die. You don't know. It's weird. I wouldn't say rule it out completely. Oden is fool, but he is a fool. But have you known it in Shonen period and especially in One Piece, all kind-hearted people are fools. In the words of the antagonist, all kind-hearted people are fools. Whitebeard, you could say it was a fool. Ace, you could say was a fool. Luffy is a fool. Everybody with a kind heart is a fool. And that's just how it rocks. That's how it goes. Um, I'm gonna see who's around. I really want to chat about this. So I'm gonna see if I can throw the link to somebody. I know it's early in the morning. Not a lot of people around, but if I can get a discussion going, I would like to. So bear with me. I might be quiet a little bit as I try to get people in here. But I like the chapter for sure. Oden top 5 dumbest niggas in the verse. You can say that, sure. But he's definitely top 5 honorable to go along with that. So pick him and choose him. Pick him and choose him. Um, for most people, I'm sure Oden won't be redeemed. For me, um, I feel better about Oden. I do. Personally. Let's see who's around. Roanoa Tate.
Ayo.
What's good, my guy?
Nothing much.
How you doing, my G?
Good.
How you like the chapter?
I enjoyed the chapter as it's standing alone. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I don't think it really patched up Owen's character in this entire flashback. I don't think it did any good patchwork on the issues of it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the chapter standing alone was fine.
Yeah.
As you gave it an 8 out of 10, I think that's appropriate. As far as enjoyment, your enjoyment score, yeah, that's fairly appropriate.
It just did some things that I thought were personally really cool.
Yeah. I also agree with your take on your antagonist, like the antagonist quote you had, because that was one of the big problems. You kind of didn't have that animosity toward the antagonist,
yeah.
Going into it. Kaido is just kind of you weren't really angry at Kaido like that. You like, oh, Kaido, yeah, he's the bad guy. Let's kick his ass. But you didn't have that kind of anger toward him like you did Dofi. How Dofi took an entire country, turned motherfuckers into toys.
Exactly.
Nobody remembered
ruined
it.
Families.
You're angry at him. Yeah. Orochi had more anger for than Kaido already by a little bit, but it still wasn't bad. But this actually it gets it up there. I still don't think it's up. I still don't think we have that kind of animosity toward the current antagonist right now as we did like Dofi and Croc. I still don't think it's all the way up there, but I think this did help a little bit.
For sure. I totally agree with that. The thing, yeah, like they made you like you despise them so much that when the protagonist finally comes around to beating them, there's a sense of satisfaction is just unreal.
Yeah, for sure.
100%. As far as Odin, I'm sure a lot of people will say that it does not fix his character for them. For me personally, um, I think it's great. I like the change up. They had hostages, and he's a man of the people. He always has been. So for me, that clarified it a little bit more. Then like I know Dritch was talking about how no matter what is said, nothing will be fixed, and I don't agree. I feel like a little bit better here.
Well, yeah, it is a little bit better, but also like building on what you said, like how he doesn't know Kaido's gonna keep his word. I don't feel like he had a choice at this point.
He
He is
doesn't.
trying to do what he had to do.
Exactly. It was
Yeah,
either I gotta try something. I'd rather this than nothing. If I just go in, I just go in and die. But at this point, at least we have a chance.
yeah. And we
100.
do know it obviously worked out since the Scavengers are still alive. We don't know about him, but he at least we know that he saved his niggas.
100%. That Lone Espada
Who jumped in?
is Lone Espada. What's up?
Yeah.
They're a really cool Abby. Orochi isn't even strong. This nigga's a heartbroken coward. 100% agree. Like I hate this nigga. Like he's just so annoying. Like he just really held a grudge.
Mm.
It's like the nigga that got bullied and thinks it's justified for him to shoot up a school. It's
Yeah,
not.
I feel like people still say that they think Orochi is strong, like they think he can fight because he has a devil fruit. But my thing about it is, I think that was debunked. The chapter Zoro sent a slash his way, and he didn't even change into his devil fruit or do anything. He just stood
Homie thought
him
he was
there.
gonna
He was all
die.
shook. Yeah, like if he was strong, he would have devil fruited up, or he would have did something to prepare for the attack. He was just shook, and what's his thing, Kirishiro or whatever the dude's name is, had to come
Yep.
and block it
Had to
for
stop
him.
everything.
So yeah, I think that chapter was the chapter that just debunked him actually being strong. Like I think that just threw it out the window. Like he has no battle prowess
Bro,
whatsoever.
I'm
He
surprised you
has
waited that
lore,
long because the moment I knew that he wasn't strong was when he got slapped by fucking Hiyori. At that
oh
moment, I
yeah, I
lost
did
all hope.
forget about that.
Yeah, at that moment, I lost all hope, bro. I'm like, look, who is this fucking loser, dog?
Yeah. My thing is, at least with Orochi, we know he's not stupid. He does have some intelligence. Like, at least he's not stupid and not strong. At least he has some intelligence to him.
Yeah.
Yo,
Madara, I'm
what's
really
good?
happy you're here.
What's good, man?
What's good, my guy? What are your thoughts on the chapter, big homie? Oh, I don't like that. What was that?
I
What was that
it's like
sigh?
I understand the 5 years of twerking, but like I still cannot rationalize anyone of Luffy's caliber uh doing something like that.
Yeah.
Like not fighting. Like I don't get it. Like I understand maybe like culturally, maybe Oda is putting some of that Japanese culture in there.
The honor
That
thing?
yeah, that like your word is your bond. The honor thing. Because even now, he's still trusting Kaido to keep his word. And it's like,
Yeah.
And what bothered me too about this chapter is that apparently Kaido he fought Kaido in the
Twice.
mansion. And it's like
He was fighting him then.
he was fighting him then. And it's like, so that Kaido is a guy who doesn't keep his word. Why are you trusting him now? And even now, I think this time around, I think Kaido would have kept his word, but I think Orochi is going to be the one who actually goes ahead and kills Oden.
Yeah.
I honestly think that now.
So you think that Kaido's an honorable pirate?
Yeah, the only reason why I think that is this, because current Kaido still wants Shikamaru when past Kaido wanted to boil them all alive.
Yeah.
So I think
that's a very good example.
And so I think Kaido would have let them all live, even Oden. But I think Orochi is going to be the one who goes on and pulls the proverbial trigger. And it was like, you know what? No, I'm going to go on and kill Oden. You know, everybody else can like still survive, but I'm going to kill this guy.
Yeah, because Oden was obviously the biggest threat.
Exactly. You know, so I actually think he's going to survive the 60 minutes.
This 5 minutes in right now is excruciating.
Yes, excruciating, but I'm pretty sure.
And I don't know if you can feel it, but I can feel that as a reader. I can feel it. They're showing the blood leaving his arms, like dog.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely feel it. I think this is the farthest Oda has gone to depict, someone going to.
This nigga is suffering. I haven't felt it like that since Luffy's hands were bleeding climbing that mountain and fucking.
Exactly, which is what I was about to say. Like, I haven't felt this since Luffy was climbing the mountain on Drum Island.
Yes, in order to yes, my dude.
In order to save Nami and Sanji.
Correct.
And so to see him go through this is like, does this add more respect to him? Because obviously I knew the explanation was going to come. That's why I wasn't so mad like everybody else was about him like, to twerking. But still, I am a little bit bothered because I know other characters would have been like, so what? No, we're going to fight now. It was like, I think of Whitebeard, and the Whitebeard pirates. They knew, especially Whitebeard, he knew that there was a strong possibility that a lot of them were going to die, but they still went to go and get Ace. Like, they knew what was at stake. They knew their lives were going to be on the line.
Of course.
Yeah, we can say, well, they were pirates, but still, that's your home country.
And that goes back to what I was talking to Tay about how every kind-hearted person is considered a fool.
Yeah. Exactly.
And they very well may be, but it's just the nature of it.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, Strix. Oh, what's up, Fiji?
What's poppin', bro?
Lona Spada, mute yourself whenever you're ready. Fiji, I know you were here next. What are your thoughts on the chapter, my guy?
I liked it. You know what I'm saying? It was cool because it explained why the Scabbards are still alive really well. Because I liked the way that went down. Because I was thinking, how did the Scabbards get away? Because I thought it was like, I needed a good explanation. And this is a good one. I like the fact Oden, what he's doing is just a raw as fuck. I ain't gonna. We all meatheads, the inner meathead inside me saw that and thought, yo, that's a top 10 feet, dog. That's like, I got similar vibes to when Zoro took Luffy's pain. Like that's what he's doing. It was gas. I ain't gonna lie, but I really don't like the justification for him dancing for 5 years. It just feels cheap because he was dancing for, I don't know, man. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too happy about it, but I ain't gonna complain because this is just the nigga that's in the flashback. It's not a character I care about that much, so it's not that deep. But I just don't like that justification. But it's a good chapter. I really like the chapter.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Welcome, Strix. First time here.
I think he said his mic wasn't working.
Oh. Okay. Sorry, my guy. Try just editing some of your settings. But yeah, Lone seems to be having the same issue. But yeah, all around, I really, really thoroughly enjoyed the chapter. Yes, I think everybody's in agreement. Fuck Raizo. Fuck Raizo for actually complaining. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I really wish that Oda didn't do that to his character. How much of an asshole do you have to be to complain about the heat when this nigga is holding you up over boiling water?
Exactly. I mean, what are y'all's thoughts on the traitor, though? Because who's the traitor?
I don't...
Toki?
It might be Toki.
Niggas are saying Toki, yeah. Niggas are saying Toki, but that's not wild, man.
It is
I
wild.
don't know.
But what does throw me off about her is that your husband's about to get boiled alive, and you don't even seem to be in distress.
That's my
She's
viewpoint
smiling.
on it.
It's
Yeah.
like, what the frick are you smiling about?
She's a she be telling prophecies
Yeah,
and
do
shit,
you think
right?
she
So
knows
maybe-
do you think she knows
so
that's
may-
happening, or I can see the
Yeah.
future?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
if she's awakened, then that would be the only reason why she should be smiling, in my opinion. That's it.
I have different views on it. I feel like I look at her like it's weird that she's smiling, but then I look at it at the same time. She is the one who made a prophecy, so obviously she knows something. So that's why I kind of be like, if she knows something, maybe she knows everything's gonna be all right in the end, and that's why she doesn't like. She's not so nonchalant about the whole situation.
Yeah, I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie though, Oden goated to this. Like, no, he's not goated. I don't like his character, not like that much. But it's
So is he
raw as
goated or
fuck
is he
what
not,
done.
nigga? Like,
Nah, I'm reading it and it's just raw the way he just got in there and carried these niggas on top of it.
he
That's
didn't
so
even
raw.
hesitate, bro.
Yeah, like that's raw as hell, dog. You won't catch.
He
That's
said, boy,
the
boil that water.
only
He's
thing
like,
is I don't
what's
like
up?
how
Y'all
he
niggas
got
get on
here,
top
dog.
of
I
this.
don't
This
like.
is how we gonna do this.
Yeah,
I don't like how he got here. You know what I'm saying? You're going to say, sorry?
Yeah, I definitely have my criticisms of Oden's character and what he's done, but this moment, no doubt about it, is goated and one of the best moments. Like, it's
Easy.
just not up for debate.
Easy. Like,
Yes.
yo, what's up,
Right.
Lone?
Is Lone talking?
Shit. But like, yeah, and it's crazy. Like, think about how strong this nigga is, and that's why, like, even the Owani Banshu, they were just like Fukurakujo was just like, nigga, how, like, what is his skin made out of? Like, what is this guy?
Mm.
Like, it's just so, like, it's, people are so in awe. Oh, and fuck these motherfuckers that were talking all that shit in the crowd. I wish Shinobu wouldn't even have given his speech. I wish he would have just off the nigga. Because it's just so bogus of him just to pull up on, like, oh my god, I'm glad, why is it taking so long? Like, are y'all serious, bro? How do you not realize what he's doing? How do they not recognize he's holding up his retainers? And they're just like, why doesn't he die quicker? What?
I can't wait for the Viz to come out because the justification Shinobu gave could be like a good one. Like the 100 people per dance. I don't know about that.
I don't
think
mind
it was
it.
justified.
Yo, what's
I
up?
don't think
Who might that be?
I don't think it makes sense, bro. Because you dancing for the person who tried to kill your wife and kid. Like
I think it was justified, bro, because it wasn't about the fight. It wasn't about the fight. Like Orochi said, like,
Wait a minute,
about...
announce yourself, nigga.
Oh, my bad. What's good? My name's Tam.
What's up, Tam?
Orochi,
nice to meet you, dog.
Wait,
Orochi
Cameron
announced,
Baker?
like, yeah.
Word, what's up, bro?
What's good?
What's poppin'? Welcome.
Yeah, what's up? So yeah, Orochi basically announced like it's not about ruling Wano. He wants the people to pay. So he was just like, you can beat us today, but it's not even about you beating me. So I'm still gonna kill everybody.
Yeah.
That's all he wants. He wants to kill everybody in Wano. So it's not. It was rather about him. Oden knew like it's rather. I need to keep these people safe.
Yeah. Because at any point, Orochi could have decided mass genocide.
Yeah, I actually liked that characterization for Orochi.
Yo, what up, Yak?
What's good?
What's up?
Yeah, I like that characterization though. It adds a little more motivations to him. I know a lot of people were not happy when the old witch showed up and just kind of handed him a lot of shit. So I think it was good to expound upon why he would so willingly accept that, obviously, and then kind of
testing.
There we go.
Hey, I decided if the traitor is one of his retainers, I'm gonna have trust issues for the rest of my life.
Bro,
You see,
right, bro? The nigga is such a traitor that he even made it seem like he was gonna go in the pot of boiling water. Nigga.
Yeah, like he's done way too much for these people even Shinobu. Like I don't even think it can be Shinobu anymore because like he's looked out for these people way too many times.
Maybe
Right,
but it has to be somebody we like know though.
It's gotta be.
My thing is, if
It's
that
probably
traitor is standing on that platform that he's holding up, they have to die in the cruelest way by the end of the
They
day.
are the biggest pieces of shit in the story ever, besides Orochi.
Yeah, the only reason I don't think it can be one of the scabbards, though, is because if you think about it, they obviously tipped off Kaido that he was coming. And in order to go from doing something like that to willingly jumping into a boiling pot,
Yeah.
if it ends up being one of the scabbards, that's not really going to sit well with me because those actions don't line up.
Don't match up.
Because
They don't
how would you know you're going to survive that?
Like that's just like I don't even know.
It doesn't like, at least with what we know
Unless
right
it
now,
is
it doesn't
completely
pass the smell
brainwashed.
test.
Unless they're completely brainwashed by Orochi and he just like I will do whatever you tell me.
Well, there's a couple of things to think about. One is all the evidence against Kanjuro, and the other is that Denjiro seems to be missing in the present.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. I thought about that. I'm like, wow, Denjiro really is playing the part right here. He's quite the actor. If he's really going along with this. Yo, what's up, Endless Blank?
I saw a theory that the sheep from Zoe is the traitor, though.
And that wouldn't make sense. It has to be somebody in Wano.
It's gotta be.
I like the idea, but the idea, it doesn't actually fit with Wano. It covers these Zoe aspects, but not.
It's so crazy because like when we find out who the person is, it'll make perfect sense. But right now, even when we have all the pieces, it's still you still don't know who it can be because it's like the traitor had to know Raizo was on Zoe,
Mm-hmm.
and there was only two other people that knew he was there.
Yeah, but Jack could have gotten that information from Wano because Jack 100% knew for a fact that they were there.
Did Toki know?
Did Toki know?
I mean, I think the best way to do it would be for her to know and her to be the reason why all this stuff happened. And she basically was just like, I was putting all these actions in for the dawn to happen.
But I don't know if that would sit well with me because just why?
The thing is, we never actually saw her die.
I think it's because just like how Roger wasn't the one, Oden isn't going to be the one to open up the borders. He's just going to be the one to put the motions into action.
I mean, yeah, that's very apparent from today's age. But I don't know. The traitor thing, I kind of like. If it's someone that hasn't even been introduced to the story, that would be terrible.
Awful. It'd be awful.
Yeah, that would be god awful.
We already need to know them.
With all of this, someone is typing up a storm.
Yeah, because like this traitor plotline for what?
Like why?
We were talking about a traitor.
It has to be something like the payoff has to be good enough to put up with it being, in the story for as long as it has been.
I would agree to that. Calm down, Sage. I'm sending you the link.
Virgo, you said earlier about do you still think like Kaido is an honorable pirate? What do you mean by honorable pirate?
So no, so Madara thinks he might actually uphold his word, and by honorable pirate I mean like obviously he's a bitch ass nigga and he uses tricks, but I'm saying like if they make an agreement they'll stick to it.
Well, that's what.
So kind of like the whole like thing like him not going to Marineford. I'm sure him and Shanks had an agreement, and he's like, all right, I'll abide by that, and didn't go to Marineford. Some think Shanks whooped his ass. I think it's ridiculous.
Now they came to some sort of agreement. We talking Kaido?
Yes.
Now they must have. There's no way possible, dog. That's simple.
Maybe Kaido didn't go to Marineford because he didn't have a hostage.
I'm dead. That is funny, bro. You stupid. No, that's wild.
That's how Shanks convinced him.
Yeah, you can only. I ain't got a hostage for you, bro. You can't pull up. That's wild. But no, I kind of agree with Madara though, as he says. Like, I feel like Kaido will uphold his word on this one if he can actually do it for Al. Because one, he's very entertained by it, and two, I think that Orochi just wants him to die so badly that he's gonna just like kill Oden, and Kaido's gonna be like, rest can go. And Orochi's gonna be like, it's my city, and Kaido's gonna be like, shut up, little nigga, what you gonna do about it?
Yeah, with pirates, I don't really expect anything out of them because I feel like that whole like honorable pirate thing doesn't like. I don't really believe in that because like in the very first chapter of this series, Shanks said like we're pirates and we don't play by the rules. So I feel like that's been like from the very first chapter.
Yeah,
So,
they don't play by the rules, but
I never expect anything from.
But hold up,
But
what
Pirates.
rules are we talking? What rules are we talking
that's what I'm
about?
saying. There's fighting rules. You don't play by those, but no one really says about stopping about just like agreements.
I don't know, Virgo. I think if that were true, he wouldn't have taken advantage of Oden being distracted by, the clone fruit
Yeah.
when they fought.
But those are fighting rules. They don't abide by those.
Even that though,
But he
even
never
that,
agreed to a
that's
one-on-one,
not that bad. That's
right?
my issue with Kaido being a pussy is that he spent 5 years. Not
I
like he
bet.
spent 5 years. He put 5 years into like conning Oden, making him dance just so he can gather the forces to be able to beat this guy. Like he was that scared of him that he had to put 5 years of prep into it.
Correct.
That's what's bitchy to me. That it doesn't seem like Kaido. I don't care if you're a pirate and you're gonna like go, go around the rules. I don't care if you're a pirate. That's not my issue. My point is that this is Kaido. That's out of character, dog.
Honestly,
The more information we get, I'm not even sure if it's out of character anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say that. I'm not sure that that's out of character because we heard about when the Rocks pirates were together, how they were always killing one another. So it's like I don't think it's out of character for like him at all, especially 20 years ago.
Fiji, my question to you is why do you say it's out of character, considering what do we really know about
Exactly? We don't know
Kaido
anything about
like that. How do you?
The
how
one
can you
the
make
one
that
thing we
statement?
know about him is that he wants to die in a grand war, and he wants to die. That's it. Like
I
he
know,
wants to
but
die.
that Kaido, the Kaido we have now is
That's
not
not
even
20
close
years
to the
ago.
Kaido from back then because this guy's not suicidal. This guy's not an alcoholic. This is a whole different Kaido.
That needs to
Something
be cleared
changed
up
in
then,
those 20
hopefully, man.
years.
I'm waiting for that to be cleared up then. I'm
Word.
waiting for that to be cleared
Yeah,
up.
because something changed
I don't
within
really
those 20
care for
years.
Kaido anyway, but
Right. I think people are more upset not because Kaido's gotten a different characterization, but because we thought he was this raw motherfucker that, was one-on-one bet on Kaido. And all of a sudden it's not, it's gone beyond that. And I think people are kind of a little
But even on that, it literally said in 795, that's what people say.
Yeah.
That's based off of rumors and hearsay. That's not based off of what we've actually seen portrayed.
Yeah, that's true.
And people grab onto that thinking, oh yeah, and a 1v1 bet on Kaido.
Mm-hmm.
Well, those people didn't even see the fight between Oden and Kaido. Because if they saw it, then they would have known that Oden got distracted.
Yeah.
So it was like
Brago himself said, 1-1 bet on Kaido to cheat.
But I mean,
That's
it's a fact. Yo, what's up, C-Stone Sage?
Oh, how's it going, man?
Pretty good, mate.
Nice.
What's popping with you? You seem very excited.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was thinking about how last chapter is a little less shite with this chapter.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of enjoyed this chapter. I felt like he did a decent job of this particular chapter.
I agree.
With what was set up from the very start, the boiling, to have him kind of stand there and save his retainers. That kind of worked for me.
So not what I was expecting.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that was a good solution for that plot line. The other thing that it makes me think about, though, is...
Evo! What up? Go ahead, Sage. Sorry.
The other thing it makes me think about is how Oden stopped his, dream adventure out of Wano. He let go of the chain to save one person, which was Toki.
Mm-hmm.
So, I can totally envision if he was shown, all of the kidnapped people or whatever.
He's a man of the people, always has been.
The man would have to do something, that's who he is.
Someone
So I was kind of vibing the chapter a bit more this week, which was nice,
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah. You know what my prediction is?
Talk to me.
Right. Oden dies standing up and holds them up for the full 60 minutes, but that's how he does it. And
That'd be so badass.
Yeah, in that pose.
That would
Yeah,
be
literally.
so fucking
It
dope.
would be like a reference to the Atlas pose or whatever it is. That
Yo!
yeah,
I like the
that'd
way
be
you think,
so
Chico.
cool.
That would be
Orochi, now you
phenomenal.
mention it, he is like Atlas, and he's paying for it. He's like being punished, and he's carrying that burden.
He also
Yeah.
dying like he's always also dying like his brother Whitebeard, standing up.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
Only the
I think
ghost
it would
does
be
stand
so
up.
fucking cool. But like at the same time, if it doesn't happen, I'm gonna be so disappointed because that's such a nice way of doing it. You know what I mean? Ah, dear.
Can you imagine if
I
you
think
didn't know
I'm-
how he died?
That'd
But
be
yeah, I was
unreal.
thinking that on my walk back because I haven't talked to anyone about the chapter yet. So
Well,
those
hello.
are all my thoughts.
That'd be pretty cool, Sage.
I actually did it.
That's fire.
Yeah,
I
I
dig
feel
that.
like this chapter was really like cool. It was raw.
Yeah.
I like the chapter because it was cool as hell, and it made me like Oden a bit more. But
I got a lot of
I
UK
don't
people in here today.
the justification. That's my only issue still. Just I don't fuck with the justification. Because
Fair enough.
I understand he's I Oden now because I like that. I like the fact that he's throwing his pride away for the sake of his people. I like that. But the fact that we never got to see him develop from this impulsive, basically he went from Luffy into this guy with responsibilities and
Yeah,
happened in like two panels. You know what I'm saying?
But
characterization was
time will do that to a person, you dig? Because it's been what 8 years, 9 years. We went on this little journey with Oden, and Luffy's been a pirate for what 2?
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about he's on his way to kill Orochi, and literally next panel he's dancing. So we should have seen I feel like the fact that Oda made it a mystery, I feel like it's the most unnecessary mystery. He should have just gave us the answer on the spot. Because what he done was he made us wait for 2 hours for this kind of half-assed reveal. The reveal that he's dancing for people. We know that he's doing it for his people. Like it's easy to tell.
yeah.
Wow.
He should have just gave it to us from the jump on 969. He should have just given it in that chapter.
Clashing with Kaido in a flashback. Like, what was the point of that?
I feel
I
like
don't
it
know.
was to make you feel like the retainers. Like, because this is essentially the flashback to explain the retainers' story as well as his. Because we go from literally seeing the retainers into a flashback. So it's possible that some of the events have been in the eyes of the retainers, a lot like, you know, Jesus' disciple is how they write the Bible.
And who the
You know
fuck
what I
is the Judas?
Denjiro.
Yeah, literally, there's a Judas, you know, it's...
I don't think it's Denjiro, man. I don't think it's Denjiro.
The reason I'm saying it is because Judas betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver, and Denjiro was shown doing that little scam with the 30 pieces of silver.
I do remember that.
Yeah, I remember that, but
It doesn't make sense otherwise, but
the reason why I don't think it's Denjiro, to me, he's still somewhere in Wano.
Yeah.
maybe in Onigashima.
Yeah, he might be. I mean, look, there's a strong possibility that that he is possibly Kiyoshiro. And
Still
we know
think
how
that, huh?
and we know how Kiyoshiro feels about Orochi. He can't stand Orochi.
Him being Kyoshiro just don't make no sense to me, not gonna lie, because
Has anyone?
Kyoshiro
Go ahead.
Kyoshiro's character and Denjiro's character, even though we barely know the two, they're very different. Not just design-wise, I'm saying like the way they act. Denjiro is just
Okay, Kinemon's design and characteristic when he was a punk kid is totally different from what he is now.
Yeah, but even in the flashback, him in this moment is the same as he is now. He's a very similar guy. Why is that? They'll need to clear that up, bro, because he's completely different. Kyoshiro now is just completely different.
What I was gonna say was, does anyone off the top of our heads has there been any crossover where a scabbard has been in the same places like Kiyoshiro like
No.
in this arc? Has there been any crossover?
Yeah, there has been in the Flower Capital, but it's not like they had interaction.
Like what?
But if they seen him, then that
I don't remember them having. They haven't had a single interaction.
No, it wasn't an interaction. Yeah, but they were both at. I'm pretty sure was it Neko and who was at the
Ashura Doji was there, but they didn't have an interaction at all.
Yeah, they didn't have an interaction.
The
Yeah,
last
but
the
that's-
last
yeah.
scabbard who saw Denjiro was Shutamaru, and that was when they were both fighting Kaido. That was the last scabbard who saw Denjiro, and that was in between when the scabbards got sent forward in time, and Denjiro and Shutamaru stayed behind.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a whole 20 years. So the last person who saw Denjiro alive is Shutamaru. Shutamaru would be the only one who would know who he was, and Shutamaru wasn't at the Flower Capital when everything fell out.
Yeah, and Shinobu also saw Kyosho.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's his name?
I think Denjiro is Denjiro. I just don't think it's Kyosho.
Yeah, I don't think.
I think they're both their own person.
Yeah, as someone said earlier, the actions don't line up of jumping in there if you don't know you're gonna make it out. So that just doesn't make any sense to me. If he's a traitor,
where are these niggas at? Where the daimyos at? Like, they just watching? They haven't been addressed a single time.
You mean Yasue and them?
Yeah, nah, not like Wasu. Like, we don't even know their names, most of them. Like the Shimotsuki niggas, the Uzuki niggas. There's 5 different clans in Wano, 5 different daimyos, and like we ain't met any of them.
I feel like
I don't. Yeah. Go on.
The Shimotsuki is gonna be a plot point because I feel like there's so much that's gonna be Zoro's like clan because there's so much crossover from
there's
it.
Too much for that, yeah.
It will come when Zoro has his like fight with King or whatever fight he has. I feel like that's when we're gonna get that like his flashback of what actually happened with him.
Mm-hmm. There's like
how he ends up getting to the East Blue.
There's Amatsuki family, there's Fugetsu family, Kurozumi family, Shimotsuki family, there's Kozuki family. There's so many different families, and they all have daimyos, and they all rule over certain regions. And Oden is dying, so like, where are they at? I understand. I don't even want them to be. I don't want all these new characters. Yo, what's going on, little man?
Oh, what's up?
He's had to mute.
What the fuck was that? Anyway, it's always interesting what people have going on when they join the streams. I'm pretty sure Steve-O's at work, which is probably why he's not chiming in.
Yeah.
Damn, Steve-O.
Right.
You just want to listen to the direct line.
I feel you. So, Madara, are you telling me that are you still upset with Oden?
I mean, again, I just can't rationalize anyone else in the manga doing this. Like, I can't.
I don't know. I feel like
maybe Garp, but
I don't see Luffy sacrificing hundreds of hostages.
I don't. I don't think Luffy would do it.
No. I'm saying opposite of you. I'm saying I think he would do it. Like, why would he just allow 100 hostages to go?
He wouldn't. He would encourage them to fight. He wouldn't. He never let stuff go on, or when people are being held hostage. Hachi in the auction house. Hachi's begging him, "Don't hit the celestial dragon, or you're going to bring an admiral here." Everybody's telling Luffy, "Don't do it. Let it happen." What does Luffy do anyway?
Well, yeah, I understand that. I understand that, but there's situations where Luffy understands that this is very dire. When Kuma and the Admiral pulled up, he's like, "Yo, we need to run. We're not winning this shit. Let's get the fuck out of here."
Yes, but he knew that would happen, and he did it anyway.
Of course.
That's what I'm saying.
But when that situation arose, he wasn't going to still fight. He was like, "Yo, we gotta get out of here." He did.
Yeah, that was only after he realized what happened, Virgo.
I don't know. I feel like if Luffy's really put in a crazy situation,
he's impulsive.
Yeah, but I'm saying, look, Luffy's whole characterization has always been, "I'll do whatever I feel is right. I'm not going to be underneath anybody."
Well, I guess Luffy's a bad example. Him and Oden aren't exactly the same guy.
That's what I'm saying. Luffy is completely polar opposite of like Oden in that respect. If you threaten him, he's going to fight you. You literally have to beat him in order for Luffy to stop.
Yeah.
And so when I look at someone like Oden, who's hecka strong, hecka powerful, yeah, some people are going to die in the process, but that's the whole point of being a leader, is that sacrifices have to be made.
I guess.
Like, I mean, again, I don't see Whitebeard.
Santos said that was after Hachi got shot though.
Huh?
Santos said that was after Hachi got shot though.
Okay, but even look at Luffy and Udon encouraging the prisoners to fight.
Fair enough.
To say, look at Luffy's characterization throughout the whole series.
Fair enough.
He will not help out anybody unless they help themselves. That's the only time he will help. But in Wano, it's the opposite. He's encouraging people to get up and to fight. That's different. That's where Luffy is different from Oden. Even in that regard, okay, you gave your word to go and dance, but you had so much honor and respect in you that you couldn't have went and got the other scabbards and came back the next day to fight Kaido.
Yeah.
Like, bro, honestly, I don't see any Straw Hat doing this. Maybe Usopp for a moment would do it, but I just don't see any other prominent character in the One Piece verse bending over. Like, I don't see it.
How about when Bellamy?
My house wilding right now. Sorry about that, man.
You good, Fiji? How about Bellamy when he told Zoro stand down?
That's only because right there, the context of that was that Bellamy wasn't even worth it because he didn't have a dream. Bellamy was a toady.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't worth fighting. It's just like Shanks.
No, Mata, I don't disagree with you. You're correct. My thing is that I don't think it hurt me that much.
No, I mean, it didn't hurt me that much, but it's just like.
I'm my fault. That sounded rude. I'm not saying it hurts you.
No.
I'm not trying to make you sound emotional.
Bro, I'm old school. I have to tuck in. I don't get triggered, man.
Bet.
It's like it's just to see someone of Oden's caliber, someone who you would put on the same lines as a Roger and Whitebeard.
Yeah.
To see him toot up is like, what? It's like Roger wouldn't do this.
Fair enough. Roger
hasn't got responsibilities. He hasn't got a country that he has to, He
had his pirate crew to protect, and we were told that.
But that's different.
That is different.
They're pirates.
This is an entire country.
Innocent people. These are children. These are women and children, dog.
He had Shanks and Buggy with him. What's your point?
Yeah, come on. They
kids
living
in
pirate lives,
dog. Buggy, 2 kids with them.
Madara. They're pirates.
Bro, it's the same example.
Hell no.
They live and die by piracy.
Hell no. It's not.
That's his family.
It's not the same example, nigga. Listen.
It is the same example. It's his
nigga,
family.
They're pirates who go and pillage and take shit and fight people. These are people that run soba shops and sell udon noodles and play in the streets with blue balls. They're children and pets and shit. Like, they're not the same.
Yes, they
are. Children with pets and shit.
That's Madara.
Bro, no, it is not.
They're not the same.
He had 2 cabin boys with him on his crew.
They fight people.
Bro, you had Shanks sitting on a Marine's dead body, dog. Unconscious, dead, whatever it was. That's how we was shown Shanks.
These are children that don't even probably know what war is.
He is sitting on a body and eating chocolate, dog. You calling that a kid?
Yeah, because he is a kid. That nigga's as much of a kid as Gohan was, Madara.
He's a pirate, dog. But anywho, yeah, I get what you're trying to say.
Oh my god!
I don't like.
I don't know if you're getting my point. Or no, I don't know if you want to get my point.
I get your point, but you're telling me that, if it was a country involved, Roger wouldn't do anything. Yes, he would.
Nigga, they're pirates. It's a pirate crew, nigga. It's a country of people who literally can't defend themselves. When everybody on Roger's crew can defend themselves.
You like if someone does something impulsive and risks thousands of people just so he can fight and probably lose? He wouldn't have lost.
He did it anyway, though.
We know he wouldn't have lost. And even then, exactly.
Regardless,
he lost 5 years later. So what are you talking about?
Right. The whole thing about that's frustrating for me is that originally when he went to go confront Orochi, it was after they tried to kill both of his children and his wife.
Thank you.
So if you're gonna tell me, that he's gonna wait 5 years and he's gonna put the people of Wano above his own family, but then his final trigger was what happened with Hyogoro. For me, it doesn't pass the smell test because you're saying that you can do whatever the fuck you want to my children, my wife, whatever. I don't really care about them anyway.
Thank you.
But the second that and I get he's got all this pent up frustration and all this stuff, trying to save people's lives and all this shit for 5 years. But you're gonna tell me Hyogoro is the trigger? If Oden,
no. That whole chapter is ass. That whole chapter is ass. It's not even just
that's
that.
what I'm saying.
Right, but
I'm saying I like the Oden who puts the country and the people's wishes. The thing that pisses me off is the way it was dealt with, because he goes from one panel, he's trying to kill Orochi because of his wife and kid, and the next panel he's dancing and agrees to like his offer. That's what I don't understand, because it's not done right. It just happens. He does a full 180 flip in character in a couple panels.
Oda just did that for the shock value, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Oda is handling his character so much ridiculously different than what he handles anybody else.
Yeah.
In his series, because again,
and his pace. It's all because of the pace.
I go back to Zoro and Luffy against Axeham Morgan and Helmeppo. Helmeppo had a girl at gunpoint, and Luffy and them still go at him. So, for you to, as Yak just said, suit up.
I think that's a little different, Madara.
And grab your ankles because of the country and not your own family who nearly got assassinated? The frick is that?
Go ahead. Hey, what up,
Helmeppo was a little hoe ass nigga though. Like he
this nigga,
that's very different.
He's a bigger hoe.
This nigga Steve will pull up. Something like
this nigga came in hot.
Charge up all his hockey for that shit. Jesus.
Helmeppo go anyways. He you know what I'm saying? Like,
he was a little hoe ass nigga.
He was a little hoe ass nigga. He wasn't gonna kill nobody. They understood that. That's why they attacked that nigga.
Nah, Helmeppo was gonna kill that little girl.
He was gonna pump her head.
He was gonna pump her, and Luffy went at him, and Zoro went at Axeham Morgan. But then you get to Oden 950 chapters later, and you're twerking. Like, what does that mean? Like, what sense does that make? Like,
yeah, I feel you.
I
that's his business.
I don't agree with the characterization of Oden in that chapter. Like, it's trash to the highest tier. It's complete.
I feel like Oda's also trying to get us, to match up his timeline properly. I think that's probably a thing too. Because, like I said, I just don't understand how you can go from wanting to murder someone for trying to kill your family to waiting a bunch of years and then, you go after him just for killing the wife of a friend. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
I feel like it was more so the boats.
Go ahead.
But yeah, I agree. That was completely botched.
And he tries to justify it in this chapter by saying that every time he went to go dance in those different provinces, he was making sure Orochi and Kaido were still keeping up their end of the bargain. But once he heard that Hyogoro's wife and the 15 other dudes got killed, that was the trigger that they weren't fully keeping up with their end of the bargain. And
oh no, Jay Hudson.
It's like, to me, the trigger should have been when you didn't see the ships after 5 years.
Doug, the trigger should have been this nigga tries to kill my wife and kid.
Exactly. I mean, honestly, yes.
Let's keep it a buck.
But I can appreciate the fact that he tried to put the country first, and he was, because he's a daimyo of a country, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's supposed to be, at least. Yeah. He's supposed to be a shogun? He's supposed to be shogun, right? Yeah. Something like that. So that's he's trying to shoulder on that responsibility. He's basically Luffy if you were to give Luffy a country to rule. Luffy's an idiot. Like, he's not going to be able to take on that kind of responsibility. But Oden becomes somebody responsible who puts his people first. But then it's like you turn Luffy. It happens so quickly, so abruptly, and it just doesn't make sense. His motivations are kind of stupid to me, because he's going to dance and let people be safe. And in that time, he's not going to think of a way to make his country better. Like, for 5 years, you're going to let your country just go to shit and be ruled by tyrants. and not like think of like a contingency. Like you need to put into your head, these guys tried to kill my wife and kid. They're probably not going to adhere to this agreement. You know what I'm saying? That's what I never liked. We should have seen him thinking, yo, I need to come up with a plan. I need to train. He was just dancing 5 years, dog.
Yeah, exactly. Like
another thing, I don't know if this was
doing anything.
Go ahead, Mara. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I think you.
No. I was just disagreeing with his point was that you weren't doing anything for those 5 years besides twerking.
Yeah. He was
like,
just.
You weren't training.
He was just taking. It's basically like he put 100% faith into his enemy.
You know, you weren't helping them get better or anything like that.
Even the scabbard, bro. And we know the scabbard is mid, and they were saying to him, "We have been waiting for you to say, let's go ride out." Like they were saying that.
And they look how ugly Orochi was in that bitch like.
Nah, but this chapter made me dislike Orochi, bro. And Orochi as a character is absolutely whack. I ain't gonna lie. Exactly. Like it's not even like detestable in a good way. It's like it's so everything about his character trash.
What makes me more mad is like after 5 years of twerking and not doing anything, he had the strength to win. They had to do some funny shit to win. So if he would have went out earlier than that the whole conflict could have been like done with. That makes me so mad. Like,
yeah,
it's just plot. It's just plot armor because they're trying to. It has to. You need to remember this shit is like 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all happened already, and Oda is just trying to make it in the most plausible way, and he's just trying to get through it super quickly because he's trying to melt down 20 plus years into 10, 12 chapters. That's you can't do that, bro.
Yeah,
and that's his issue.
Yeah,
he should have focused on one part of the flashback.
That's what I'm saying. It's trash. But
yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
I feel like the Roger Oden stuff was kind of unnecessary. Like it was great, I loved it, but that could have been.
Once you introduce Roger and Whitebeard, it takes away from Oden. Now, Dritz has touched on this a number of times in all of his
streams. Touched on a lot of things.
But I think that was Oda's way to try and keep it super interesting at the same time. Because if he doesn't bring up Roger and Oden, One Piece is not trending worldwide on Twitter like it was.
Oh, even with those chapters, it never trended. The Enma chapter trended more than the Roger chapter somehow. Like I ain't gonna lie, this flashback is just not. It's not. It's like it's good and all. Like I'm not gonna lie, you see the Roger chapter. I read it. I was like, yo, this is great.
Why don't y'all
but
admit y'all hate
never
One
made
Piece?
me happy. It never made me happy because I thought to myself, wait, so
Admit
this is it?
you hate One Piece right now.
Pardon, bro?
Admit you hate One Piece right now.
Oh, I love One Piece, bro.
That's cap.
The fuck?
That's cap. You hate it.
I love One Piece, dog. I'm just saying, when I
fuck that name. Change your name.
chapter
Change your name to Guts.
I feel like your love for a series shouldn't blind you from seeing just
like you can love a series and
yeah.
No, you're not allowed to critique One Piece. It's goated.
Yeah.
You can criticize something you
guys,
love.
I'm trolling.
I know he's trolling.
We can all agree, disagree, like, dislike, whatever. But when we start putting authors and athletes and celebrities on these untouchable, in these untouchable places, it leads to very strange stand behavior. I've never understood.
If you critique me, we boxing.
Bet.
Yeah, this whole stand behavior is embarrassing, dog.
Yo, what's up, Jay Hudson and Florian Triangle?
What's good? I'm reading the chapter now because I fell asleep last night.
I ain't ask all that.
Bro. This motherfucker.
Alright, I'm gonna come back to you when you're done reading.
When I saw that panel,
I'm gonna come back to you when you're done reading. I don't even know how he's reading one panel. He's clicking like 5 times. Florian Triangle, you here? All right, good talk, G. Steve-O, you still here? Steve-O, you bitch ass nigga, unmute yourself.
This nigga Steve-O funny as hell.
You talking to me in DMs? I know you here.
When I click search on Twitter, the first thing come up Steve-O, because I always be checking what he tweeting, dog. He always tweets something.
That nigga's a weirdo. His last video about
Virgo.
that girl made me uncomfortable.
Now you think I'm laughing with him, dog? I'm laughing at this nigga. He a joke. Steve-O funny though.
Hey, Virgo.
That nigga is something else. What's up?
Where do you got Oden in your One Piece characters? Because me and Fiji got in a heated ass debate with some niggas about how Oden's like not up there in One Piece characters. Where you
Nigga said he's top 10.
I'm talking about my personal.
People be saying he's like top 10.
Top 5. I heard
my personal, he's not even in my top 20.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't. Honestly,
I don't care for him that much. He's fucking cool.
1,020 named characters we have. I genuinely don't think he makes my top 50. And 50, like that's not even bad. Like he's good. I'm not gonna say he's a bad character. I'm just saying there's been a lot of better fleshed out characters. We got people in other flashbacks way better than him.
Right, like this, like when you think about what was in this flashback, it should be pretty easily a top 3 flashback if it was done to Oda's usual standards for flashbacks. But if you like, when we get to the end of this flashback, sure there'll be some cool revelations and all that, but how much of that is really related to Oda? You know, but because like the Roger and Whitebeard stuff, like we really liked that because we really love Roger and Whitebeard, not necessarily because we love Oden. Like Sage mentioned it a little earlier that we were supposed to, you know, understand the connection between Oden and the Scabbards, but that was
that sucked. That was one chapter, dog. That pissed
What's up,
me
big
off. I remember reading that.
Like not even chapters, like 2 pages for most of them. Like Kawamatsu and Nekomushi and Orochi were the only ones that really got, you know, in that one chapter specifically, they're the only ones that got attention. Obviously, Denjiro and that fuckface Kinemon. Like Kinemon, like if I can start talking about him, I'm going to be talking about how much I dislike him for like the rest of the day because he's been with us even longer than Momonosuke has, and I don't give a single flying fuck about that dude. Like he just follows Oden because he's raw. Like, okay, that's about as shallow as it gets. That's awesome.
My thing about this flashback is one of the best moments, like the most hype moments of this flashback, didn't have shit to do with Oden. Is when Roger and Whitebeard clash and their weapons didn't even touch.
That's exactly
right. One of the hype moments of this flashback, probably top 3 hype moments of this entire flashback, and it didn't even have anything to do with Oden.
I'm mad. Why did he dance for 5 years? How many ships did he think he had to have built?
Jay Hudson.
Another thing, maybe one of you guys knows this, but someone brought up in Brago's stream that there's like 100 hostages per dance or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, does nobody know what the fuck was happening with these hostages?
Yeah, did nobody know that niggas are randomly getting abducted?
Yeah,
and like,
exactly.
We don't know. Like,
how
we
retarded?
Don't know if they're still alive.
Yeah, thank you. I wanted to point this out. I'm glad you brought this up. Why are these townspeople so fucking stupid? Like the niggas talking shit. The niggas talking shit in the Capitol. I'm sure the nigga that was talking all that shit. I'm sure his daughter's missing. Like, what's wrong with these guys?
Because it's convenient for the story.
This is on Oda again for not thinking this part of it.
Yeah, I'm about to say this is Oda's fault.
Because like, if the hostages are being released, which I don't know why you would do that in the first place, assuming it is 100 per dance and it's not just 100 total. Like, assuming they're not dead, how the fuck would their relatives, their friends, their acquaintances not even think? I haven't seen John
did the hostages come
in a little while,
I haven't seen John in a little while.
That's probably why, dude.
Like, I mean, like, it's not like some massive fucking deal, but it's an inconsistency and it's something that, Oda needs to fucking pay attention to. Like, it's not a big thing, but it's not a little thing in the context of that's part of why Oden was twerking for 5 years.
So wait. Let me do this. So he danced every day for 5 years?
No, once a week for 5 years.
Once a week? Okay, let me see. With how many weeks are in a year? 52?
52.
Yep.
52, so that's gonna be 5,200. So yeah, he's dancing for 26,000 people. Dog.
Yes.
So 26,000 people. Nobody noticed.
Yeah, that's
Do we have any numbers on the population of Wano?
That's ridiculous.
Steve-O, it doesn't matter. That's a lot of fucking people.
26,000 people go missing. That's no.
Of course it matters. Y'all not about to slander my goat.
Whose man is this?
And nobody had anything to say about it?
Steve-O, why do you have to be a contrarian?
Odin not bad by any means.
Like even if
He's
it's
better than
100
Sachi,
people, that's
but
still, you know.
Actually, I'm actually really curious.
26,000.
Steve-O,
Damn.
Steve-O, what you think?
Steve-O
was
come back,
100%
dog. I had to
damage.
bring up Sanji, dog. I heard
Steven,
Steve-O
whatever your
come
last
back,
name
dog.
is. What do you think about the chapter, nigga?
My last name is Bartholomew.
Anyway,
Oh,
what did you think about the chapter, nigga?
I keep
His last
doing
name's
this.
Nut
I
Pop.
didn't even read the chapter.
Nut-
Wow.
Wait, one, did you say nut pop hey?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
I remember
You're
you
gonna be
nasty
upset
nigga.
when you read this shit, because I know I am.
And two,
Man.
Steve-O, why are you here?
Why am I here? Oh, I mean, you know, I finally got time to join the stream for the homie, so I decided to come through.
I appreciate it. At least read the chapter, nigga. You can't. Wait, why have you been arguing with anything we've been saying if you haven't read the chapter?
Cause I mean, I only chimed in on shit that I knew, like the Hell Meppo thing, you know.
I hate this nigga so much.
You hate me because you ain't me.
Shut up. Anyway, Jay Hudson, what you think about it, man?
I'm just upset because none of this shit adds up.
Okay.
Like, 5 years and we ain't seen not one ship being built, at least to our knowledge right now.
You ain't
Like,
see what?
All these people being kidnapped and ain't nobody realizing it. But
Yeah,
I
it's ridiculous.
I gotta say, I commend my nigga Oden for carrying all his niggas on his back while sitting there boiling.
What was the deal with the ships, though? Did they explain that in this chapter?
No. I mean, kind of. I mean, they kind of know. He basically said the ships were for them to leave Wano, for Orochi and them to leave Wano, and Orochi took hostages, and that's why he was dancing in the square.
What? Yeah, because they're going to leave the country they're building factories in. That makes
Correct.
sense.
Yeah,
that don't even make sense. What?
I know, Steve.
Right now, this is still concerning because this nigga has survived this boiling oil. Is there a possibility that he's not dead?
I mean, officially, until we see him dead, there's a possibility he's not.
I mean, but how is he? But
This is raising more suspicions for me. Like he might be.
I have a couple questions to pose. My first is, how is he gonna get out of that when everybody's watching? They would all know he's alive then. And my second, my second question is, where's Momo? I thought he watched it happen.
Mm-hmm. All I'm gonna say about it is
there's another chapter left.
Yeah. All I'm gonna say about it is, if we come to the end of this flashback and we don't see a dead body or just some vague ending, I feel like he's gonna be still alive because there would be no reason to do that. So, I'm just gonna wait till the end. But if we don't see like a dead body and it's like some vague ending, like wow, now we're back in Wano, we did not see a dead body of Oden after he did all this, then I feel like he's got to be alive.
Well, then what's he been doing for 20 years?
There's so much up in the air. Like, what if him and Otoki fucking teleported an extra year? Yeah, I didn't know what the hell happened.
Otoki has a lot more chance.
Did she really die?
Yeah. But I don't want him to be alive. I feel that'd be so dumb.
I agree.
But
the whole, I can't remember. This was a talking point a couple weeks ago when that scar on Toki's leg, why we actually spent even one panel looking at it. And I know some people thought that was just to show, hey, she was hurt and, show why Oden would be pissed. But some people thought that was, going to be a way to show that, oh my God, Toki is alive now because that scar is going to show up again somewhere.
It might. It's a possibility.
I just feel like next chapter needs to wrap up how, like Sage said, just have him die standing up and let's just cut it off so we can just be done with this shit, man.
Having Toki become some form of antagonist, though, would probably explain why she's been fucking useless so far and virtually non-existent as a character.
I think that's why Oda's not really been developing her.
Right. That would at least make some sense because that like I think universally everybody's understands that for whatever reason Toki is at like the kindest you can be is that she's been underwhelming. So I mean she's allegedly from around the Void Century. She's been traveling forward in time for however long, and it doesn't come up in conversations. I feel like Oda's deliberately leaving her alone for now so that we can expound on it later. Because if he doesn't expound on her at all, I mean, then what the fuck was the point?
Yeah, I agree with you for sure. She has to be some kind of plot point in the future. There's no way.
To be honest, she was left alone to die in the castle.
Yeah.
She could have jumped forward again when no one was looking.
I'm just waiting for
Another thing that caught me
it.
off guard was how like calm and happy Otoki seemed still.
I don't.
People think
that now people think she's the traitor, dude.
She's probably emu.
Oh wow.
Oh Jesus!
Stop. let's not do that.
Definitely possible.
What do you guys think about Shiki's transformation? Because ever since that witch, switched to Shiki's face, I just and someone was talking about how Kaido's title, being the Governor General, means that he's serving under someone.
Oh.
There's a lot of links for Shiki to Wano, to be honest.
Yo, Shiki is the true king of Wano. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know how I feel about it because there's obviously Shiki was part of rocks in that, right?
Yeah.
Or am I misremembering that shit?
Yeah.
So it would make sense for if he was in and he was much more powerful than Kaido back at that time, even though Kaido was still strong. It wouldn't be out of the question for Kaido, to have some type of Sith apprentice type of relationship with Shiki kind of thing, It could be interesting. I don't know why Shiki would be doing all of this, obviously, but it'd be interesting. You could explain a lot of...
You do.
Well, let me ask this question. If Roger was still alive right now, where would you have him in the verse? Because Shiki was comparable to Roger. So, strength-wise, if Roger was alive right now, where would you have him?
Number 1.
Okay,
I mean, you'd have to have him somewhere equal with Garp and Whitebeard. You could probably say...
you mean if he was still alive as in, like, deteriorated?
Yes. Right now. So if Shiki's alive right now, he has something to do with... Because I feel like Shiki popping up there was not just to do it. Oda doesn't do stuff like that. I feel like there's got to be something with Shiki where he's gonna... There's some... Like, he wouldn't just pop him up right there for no reason whatsoever.
Where did I see Shiki?
Yo, somebody's... What's going on?
The lady changed to him. His face.
Right. When the witch was introduced with the clone fruit for the first time, and she was showing how it works with Orochi, she actually switched to Shiki's face at one point, meaning that she would have had to have touched him in order to be able to do that.
Yes.
So, obviously, it could have just been Oda just doing it for fun. I mean, that's not impossible, but you would have to think that there's more to it than just that.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
And then when you factor in Kaido's title and all this other stuff, again, it doesn't mean obviously that it's going to happen or that it's even likely at all. But it's interesting to at least think about, or not.
Holy typer! Is that you, Yak?
No, that's not me.
Oh Jesus!
I'm not doing anything right now.
Shiki had a 20-year plan too. Wait, Lotus Vada said Shiki had a 20-year plan too and wanted to make a beast army. If you check Strong World, he has very feudal Japan themes in his base as well as the outfits. His name is Golden Lion and he just like he's from Wano.
I don't know about the Governor General thing. Could you expand on who is talking? Yak? Is there something above a Governor General in like real world rankings?
Yeah, I forget where I saw this series, so I wish I could credit them. Or it was actually third-hand knowledge because someone else, I can't remember if it was on.
It comes from Gintama.
YouTube or if someone I follow on Twitter or whatever. But they were talking about how the title Governor General is technically below somebody, that it's not at the top of the food chain. and that got them thinking that, and they connected them to Shiki because Shiki was in rocks and would have been above Kaido.
Yeah.
And all that. So, like I said, that's kind of where the whole Sith Master, Sith Apprentice idea kind of comes in, where it's like Palpatine and like Darth Maul or some shit, but in this case, it's Shiki and Kaido.
Yeah.
Something like that.
My thing is, why, like, at the same time, I want to say, Oden wouldn't have someone, like, have a rank like that, where there is something above it, and then not, like, I feel like he wouldn't do that, like, just to do it, and then at the same time, and then there's the lurking legend thing, so, like, is Shiki the lurking legend, or is there someone above Kaido that is the lurking legend, but then at the same time, we're doing all this, and then the only, like, if it is Shiki, the only, like, sign of the lurking legend was that face, like, and then, like, how is he gonna pop out of nowhere and, like, oh, voila, Kaido's been underneath someone this whole time?
Well,
That's the thing, it wouldn't be out of nowhere.
That's really the best way to go about doing it, because if you're always in the shadows and nobody knows of your existence, then how can anybody stop you from doing anything? Like, that's why, you know, the whole puppet master idea, it works in a lot of ways, because if nobody knows who the fuck you are or your identity, then how can they stop you?
Yeah, I would like it if there's, like, more, like, little hints at it, other than this one, if it is Shiki, other than this, like, one little face switch.
Sure.
But I'm not against it. I'm not, like, absolutely against it. I feel like that would be nice, but it also would kind of fit into a problem with power, like the power difference. We got Big Mom there, we got Kaido, and then then we're gonna have Shiki come in, like another guy above Kaido who.
Well, this whole thing
come into it, just
Greenford look cute at some point. So, I mean, I don't know how you get much bigger than what we got.
Yeah,
in
but
Greenford. So Shiki showing up, would be par for the course.
It sure will make Greenford look cute, but we at the same time we got to make it make sense though. The W makes sense. Would it though?
Okay, this is gonna sound like a joke, right?
I don't know.
Would y'all be okay if, like, okay, so y'all seem to have reservations about Shiki, but look at this.
Mm-hmm.
What if he's on life support? Would y'all be okay then?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to make
What
sense.
was that noise?
The W to make sense. Because it's already looking lopsided. We got two Yonko, Kaido just one shot at Luffy. It's still looking lopsided, but then, it's not going to make sense right now.
Hey, why you thought you just busted that?
He gotta have some sort of handicap, because like it's already looking like it ain't no way.
Hey y'all, Tay out here getting top during the stream. What the fuck?
What do you think Oda's gonna have to ask for? And
what is happening? What's up, EOS? How you come?
What's up,
nigga, EOS, you can't just come. EOS, you can't come in here talking and not announce yourself.
Oh, my fault, bro. I didn't want to interrupt y'all, man.
So you interrupted.
You know this the hood, nigga.
So the nigga said, I don't want to interrupt y'all, but I'm gonna start talking in front of everybody.
Oh, yo, okay.
Goof.
Did someone say interruption? Let's get it.
Big news.
Oh,
What the
my
fuck?
God, big news.
Go. Big news.
No, but what y'all mean by ask?
Bigger than news.
It's
bigger news.
like, it's just not like logical. Like something Drit said, like Zoro's last end of arc opponent was Pika. Now he's gonna jump and probably fight a YC1.
Oh, that's dumb.
Why not?
Like,
why not?
Everybody knows I hate that.
First of all, Pika wasn't a hard fight for him. Let's just get that.
That's not the point, guys.
But the point is, if he struggles against the YC1, right, and it's like a big struggling fight, like why is that a big jump? It's not a big jump.
It doesn't make sense because his captain has been getting beat to sleep since he entered the New World.
What do you mean? But this captain just beat a YC1 and is stronger than a YC1.
His captain got his ass whooped by a YC3.
What does it matter, though? What does that... Like, yo, what y'all focus on?
Is that fair that Luffy can get his ass whooped off rip and then Zoro just come in and first commander level off rip?
Right now. So what does it matter?
Where are the battles leading up to that prepared him for that? How was his hockey bloomed at all? What?
Yes,
so you telling me
but
that
doesn't
nigga
make
came
sense.
out? You're telling me that nigga came out the time skip YC1?
Yeah, what the hell?
That's retarded.
You can do it in reverse. Like,
that's
this nigga Luffy beats warlords all the time, and then he struggled against the nigga from Fishman Island.
This nigga
Like, what does it matter? We don't complain about that. Why was he struggling against him when he just beat 2 warlords? What are we talking about?
That's retarded. No, that's dumb as fuck.
Oh, it does not make
first
sense.
of all,
It doesn't.
Because first of all,
any other way.
the first time the nigga met a warlord, he basically died twice.
Yeah.
And he beat him the 3rd time, so it's not new, obviously.
He died 3 times.
So, it's like you're disregarding what I'm saying.
I'm not disregarding what you say. Okay. Let me be more serious. I'm not disregarding what you're saying. But what I'm saying is this: like when y'all say it's gonna be an ass pull for Zoro to fight a first commander level person. Right now, we don't know if King and Katakuri, like we say he's first commander level, but we don't know until what extent are they equal to. That's number one.
Wait. So hold on. So you're basically telling me that when the time skip ended, Zoro was stronger than Luffy.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Then what are you telling me? Because how is Zoro been getting stronger?
Hold on, Virgo. Let me speak because you're asking me a question. At this point, we're not comparing Luffy and Zoro. Now we're comparing Katakuri to King, and then try to compare Luffy to Zoro compared to those two. And then the real question would be, how close are Katakuri and King, even though we haven't seen much of King? We're just assuming that he's equal to him.
So you're saying it's okay if King is the weakest first commander?
This nigga.
It could be okay. Yes. Why wouldn't it be? I think Kaido's the weakest Yonko. What would it matter?
Oh wow.
Why wouldn't we assume that though? Like, do you think in Oda's mind,
I think
that he's
Katakuri's
actually
stronger
going to
than
set up
King.
this commander system and then have these niggas not be at least in the same ballpark?
This commander system that we made up is the community. In war, there's no such thing as a commander level in One Piece.
It's not a coincidence that each Yonko has 3 significant commanders that are viewed as their top combatants. That's not a coincidence.
3? What do you mean?
What do you mean 3? Are y'all?
What are you talking about?
Y'all niggas can't count now?
3.
It's illogical.
Now I think you're trolling.
That's as the fans, we just want to make it a way.
That little 3 question mark. Now I know y'all are trolling. Y'all understand what Steve-O's saying?
Because the 3 for Whitebeard is made up.
Who were the niggas at Marine Corps?
Hold on.
It was Marco, Jozu, and Vista. And
Speed Jiro, that's another one. Ace, that's another one.
Speed Jiro, hold on, wait.
All captains of ships.
Ace was irrelevant.
Speed
Ace
Jiro,
was not irrelevant. He was the main reason everybody was there. What are you talking about?
Speed Jiro's probably losing to Kobe at Marine Corps, nigga. What the fuck?
Speed Jiro not a captain of a ship.
He's like 12th division, nigga.
No, it does matter because Oda himself said
I know what you're saying.
These niggas are the 12th division, my guy.
Let
me spread my thoughts on this real quick.
Oh, come on, speak to him, big man.
Go ahead, my nigga. You been spreading your cheeks for Zoro, so go ahead, spread whatever.
Now we're
you been spreading your cheeks for Zoro, so spread whatever you need to.
The top 3 is a community thing. That is community thing.
That's a fact.
It's a community thing because niggas in the community can read big news.
Oda's never explained that ever.
Now, when it comes to Whitebeard, he has 16, and they're said to be all equal.
No, they not.
What?
No, what they said was this is more explicit one.
What am I hearing?
The number of ships does like
does not matter.
If you're the captain of ship 1, that doesn't mean you're stronger than the captain of ship 2.
That don't mean they're equal. That does not mean they're equal.
Well, no, but you're saying the captain.
You're saying that there's 3.
Nigga, do you hold on, pause. You think that Marco is equal to Lightning McQueen?
Virgo, here's the point.
Lightning McGuy?
You saying
Big Mom
3 significant niggas.
Hold on. Here's the point, Big News. You saying, not Big News, I mean Virgo. You saying that the captain of ship 3 is stronger than the captain of ship 5 or ship 6 is completely headcanon. You don't know that.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's not explaining the story at all. So that is something that the fans have created so they can rank it in a better way. But that's not something that Oda has ever put in the story. All 4 Yonkos have 3 significant. That's never been stated in the story once.
Bro, that shouldn't have to be stated because when we see these niggas, they with 3 significant niggas.
No, there's not though. No, there's not.
Who is stronger, Steve-O? Ace or Joseph?
I think Josu's stronger.
You guys say you think. The only thing we know is that Mark was the vice captain and Vista is the strongest swordsman on his crew.
Big news.
We don't know which one is stronger.
We come to very well-founded conclusions every day in the story.
That's the community, though. That's not Oda.
They don't think that we see in the story.
Steve, we gotta stop saying your community speaks for Oda. Because you know how many things that the community has said that has been wrong.
I will agree with you. The placement of these guys is not a big deal. I will agree with that. But you can't lie and say that there aren't always 3 main guys.
There's not always 3 main guys.
There's only
we literally just there's not 3 main guys. What are we talking? Oh my god.
Katakuri, Smoothie, Cracker, 3 niggas. Yasa, Lucky Roo, Beckman.
No, okay, what about Shanks? What about Shanks?
King, Queen, Jack, 3 niggas.
What about Shanks?
He just said Yasop, Lucky
Shanks,
Roo, Beckman.
Marco, he's the captain.
What about
Beckman, Lucky Roo, Yasop?
What about Blackbeard's crew?
We don't know about Blackbeard's crew.
We don't know anything about them.
What's it? Burgess, Shiryu, and
Hold
who's?
on.
I don't know who's third.
Exactly. Now Whitebeard's crew.
Marco Joseph Vista.
Joseph.
Yeah.
We saw it in
Yo,
Marine
I'm tripping. That's because Ace was captured and he was on the crew. That's what I'm saying.
Bro, Ace was not as strong as them niggas, though.
You don't know that. Like, where you getting
Yes, I do,
from?
because based on everything we seen from these niggas, they stronger.
How? Joseph got
mean
body
how?
back by LKG and Ace tied with him. What are you doing?
That was devil fruit neutrality, bro. That's even
That's
explained
not
in the
my
story.
fault. It's a Logia.
What do you mean?
Oh
It's not
my
your fault.
God.
That
That
ain't
ain't
my
my
fault,
fault.
right?
No, but we gotta stop that though.
Like, what are you
To say,
doing?
hey, you gotta stop
Hey,
saying
yo,
that
we
there's
got-
always 3 main guys. There's not always 3 main guys. That's something that the community is
It's
making.
always 3.
No, there's not. We literally just told you Whitebeard. That's not the case. Whitebeard is not the case.
I just broke it.
Literally not the case.
Yo. We got off topic. So you're saying that Zoro
Even
going to
Luffy
fight
gonna
King
have
is
3
not
main
illogical?
niggas.
Who's Luffy's 3 main niggas?
Jinbei, Zoro, Sanji. What the
Jinbei
fuck?
ain't even interacting with the crew.
Yeah, why is Jinbei a main guy? Jinbei just joined the crew. Why is he a main guy? Oh, whatever.
Frankie,
Because he obviously
Why
stronger
would he not be a man?
Before
Strong as a
Jinbei
bitch.
was there, then what? Who's the main 3?
Baked in the easy oven right now. What do you
Who's the main 3 before Jinbei was even there? Because Jinbei was a
That
recent
journey wasn't
person.
complete yet, EOS. That's not fair.
That shit was complete. He had his 11 guys. Jinbei was the add-on. He already had his 11.
He only had
What are you
9.
talking about?
11. 9. What do you
No.
There you go again, not being able to count.
9. My fault. 9.
He had 8. Luffy makes 9. He had 8.
Yeah, but he wasn't looking for what the
Hey,
role that Jinbei was
Steve
looking
gonna
for.
be a
Nigga, it
bitch.
don't matter what he was looking for. It mattered
Yes,
what
he was. So his ship was complete.
That's what he
If he
got.
wasn't looking for it, then he just the add-on. His ship was complete at the time before Jinbei was even added on. His ship was complete. That's a fact.
Luffy said he wanted 11
Technically, it
niggas.
was
He wanted him. That doesn't mean he needed him.
Technically, they did need a helmsman.
Yeah.
There's a difference between wanting something and needing something.
You're not speaking facts.
Listen. This argument
y'all not
is
spitting
getting...
You're not.
Guys. We're going nowhere. We're going nowhere.
My fault.
Shut the fuck up. We're going nowhere.
Happy Valentine's Day, Virgo. No homo.
We love you, Virgo Shine.
Hey, yo, Steve-O, we gotta talk about you.
Oh my God! Happy Valentine's Day. We're gonna get nowhere. We clearly all disagree.
You knew that before you hit follow.
What do you
So,
say?
like, do we not think
I
this
didn't mean to
lopsided
disrupt
right
it, bro. I didn't mean to disrupt it, Virgo. My fault.
Yeah,
Yes, you did.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh my God!
Hey, EOS, is that you and your Abby?
Yeah, that's me and my Abby, bro.
So you kind of cute.
This nigga gay, dog. This nigga gay.
Yo, who mans is that?
Hey, Steve-O, chill out, bro.
Hey, yo.
Somebody get Steve-O, son.
Yo, somebody get their mans, bro.
Hard as hell not to be alone on Valentine's Day.
Don't
Shit.
gotta-
Valentine's Day, ain't it?
This is
Hey, what you mean,
ridiculous.
kinda?
It's ridiculous. I lost my train of thought.
I was trying to be
Y'all
generous
niggas
to myself.
crazy, bro.
I didn't want to make myself feel bad.
Virgo is that if Zoro opens his eye, it's bullshit.
Yeah, Zoro opens his eye. What you mean? He's training, obviously.
What?
My thing with his eyes, I think he's just training.
That's what I just said. You can't just.
Y'all really think the eye is gonna be something though? Like it's gonna like have Congress hockey and shit in it?
Yo, I'm dead.
Nah, bro. I think it just describes like one of the monkeys gave it, bro.
Yeah, we can't even
Hey,
agree with
listen, hey,
this
fuck what
anymore.
Big News said. Listen.
Hey, Big News, he training the Sharingan?
I believe so.
I don't think so, man.
No, I don't say all that. I
Let
don't
me
think all
explain
I
how-
don't
that.
think it has Congress hockey or nothing in it.
When Luffy was training his observation hockey, Rayleigh had him blindfolded.
Yeah,
Nigga, one
I
eye,
agree.
nigga.
That's a fact.
Sharingan.
I agree with that.
So one eye is doing half the training. So this.
No,
nigga
wait. Do you think
training
it's an
half the
observation thing or a Congress thing?
time. It's definitely observation. That's
Okay.
what category. You're talking about category.
Cause a lot of people think it's gonna like when he opens the eye, he's gonna have Congress hockey, and his Congress hockey is gonna be so amazing. I don't think that's what it's gonna be.
I
No,
don't think about that.
I feel
That's what it's gotta
like it's his observation is weak. It was weak in a way. So, and Mihawk's thing is observation. So I feel like he needs to strengthen it, and that's what he's constantly doing right now.
Wait, so him. Oh, why did he not score both of his eyes? Why only one?
Because he's not walking around.
Go all the way.
The nigga needs to fucking see.
Oh, he's half-assing, bro.
Nah, not if you're training his observation. Look at the door.
The problem with all of that, though.
Yuji can definitely see.
I think he blinded himself, so he ain't got to see all the bullshit
Y'all
going on.
taking
in
it
Wano.
too deep, bro.
To be honest, though, I really just think one of the monkeys, you know what I'm saying, just got the best of him, bro, and that's how he got the scar, bro.
Wow.
Right. I swear.
Shanks has a scar and he has his eye open. I think he's keeping it closed intentionally.
Zoro got scarred by one of the monkeys,
this
bro.
nigga.
Slander will be endless.
Like Shanks literally has a cut across
Steve-O, I think it happened. I think he got scarred by a human drill.
So you're saying that's impossible? That you can't get scarred by one of the monkeys? Did you got a monkey with that big ass sword, bro? You gotta get fucked up a couple times, bro. Come on now,
bruh.
That was anime only.
Obviously, he got injured. There's a fucking scar there, but I don't think. I think he's keeping the eye closed intentionally.
I definitely don't think Mihawk gave it to him. I definitely don't think he gave it to him. Though. I think that's
Mihawk gave him his first one.
And does Rayleigh not have a cut over his eye too?
Yeah, but he can open his bitch. But Zoro can't right now.
That is the
Zoro
right
can't.
hand of the Pirate King.
Like,
I'm just saying, until Zoro opens his eye, he doesn't have an eye. That's all I know.
I don't know about all that.
Bro, stop. Bro.
Oh, wow. Hey, wow. If he opens his eye, you see like a dark hole.
He got injured. We see that he got injured clearly, but to say he doesn't have an eye, when we see niggas with cuts across their eye and their eyes open,
but we also see niggas with cuts across their eye and they don't have eyes. Look
It's gonna be a dark ass hole, bro.
Fuji
I'm
did
just
that shit
screaming.
intentionally though.
The monkey did it intentionally.
Hey, but it's crazy how he was the first commander level when he randomly opened his eyes.
I'm just saying the monkey did it intentionally too. That's all.
What is with y'all? No, hold on. What is with niggas in the community wanting these monkeys to have feet?
Hey, yo, and our monkey on Shane's crew also took
Hey,
his
Jack,
arm.
you said the monkey on Shane's crew took his arm.
It's not about the monkeys, Virgo.
Wait. Did you say we don't want the monkeys to have feet? No.
No, they want them to have feet.
No,
I want those feet.
No, Steve-O.
I'm just saying that's a headcanon fact, you know?
I think he's training.
Steve-O, EOS thinks the monkey on Shank's crew took kid's arm.
It's very plausible. That's all I'm saying.
That's your theory? Because I heard that theory like a couple years ago.
It's a theory that was going around BDA, but I hopped on it very early. I really do think I don't think it's 100% confirmed, but it's very plausible. I think it's a 75% chance.
Also, logically, why would we just he comes back with his eye closed the entire time, and then all in the end he's like, "Oh, my eye got cut by some monkeys, and my eye's gone now." Way down the road, hundreds of chapters.
Because he's embarrassed, bro.
Why would
the same reason
why
Mihawk don't want to talk about the scar on his back. The same reason why he don't want to talk about his eye. That's all I'm saying.
Stop. Come on, man.
Wait, so what?
Wait, scar on his back.
100 chapters down the road, we're gonna find out that he's missing an eye by some monkeys.
Wait, are we gonna skate past the fact that he talked about a scar on his back?
Yeah, Mihawk definitely got a scar on his back.
What
Why
are
do
you
think he never
talking
takes off
about?
his jacket? Wait, have you ever seen him without a jacket on?
You wildin'.
Without a shirt?
What are you
Have you
doing?
ever seen him without a jacket or a shirt?
Is that headcanon?
Why are you doing this today?
Is that headcanon?
Him without a shirt.
I'm saying, bro, he's ashamed, bro. He's not gonna take his shirt off because you know he got a scar on his back.
I don't know what's more annoying, the theories or the fact that both of you niggas are agreeing so heavily with each other.
Bro, I'm just saying it's very plausible, bro. Stop trying to limit yourself, man.
Is that headcanon?
It's a headcanon. I'm not telling you.
No, nigga, that's not a real term. There's no such thing as a headcanon fact.
Headcanon facts? He did not just say headcanon facts, bro.
There is no such thing as a headcanon fact.
Oh, no.
That doesn't exist.
Hey, bro, that's a headcanon fact, bro.
Just say it's headcanon and keep him pushing. Don't say headcanon fact.
When you say it's just headcanon, it loses validity. It's a headcanon fact, bro.
It's headcanon.
Is that
what?
Luffy will be the Pirate King. Naruto's
that's contradicting. You're
that's a headcanon fact. So
it's headcanon.
Having a scar.
You must not have spent a lot of time in the Discord. You don't know what a headcanon fact is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Come on,
I've spent a lot of time there, and I still think it's fucking stupid.
Bro, it's a headcanon.
Naruto's gonna
you can have that opinion, but you know what it is.
The Pirate King. That's a headcanon.
Yeah, Luffy being the Pirate King is definitely a headcanon fact.
Oh my
definitely
god.
Definitely a headcanon fact.
Now Naruto.
You don't think that's a headcanon fact, Virgo? You tripping, bro?
Are you saying he's not gonna be the Pirate King?
you trying to say, bro?
I don't know,
He
man.
is the Pirate King.
You don't
Like,
know.
bro, everything.
I feel like it's
I
possible.
I think Blackbeard gonna be Pirate King.
Chatty opened my eyes.
He could be Pirate King after.
Chatty opened my eyes in Whole Cake Island, bro. Because look, I was complaining about everything, and then Chatty was like, "What are you talking about? He's the fucking Pirate King." I was like, "Dang, Chatty,
that's a fact.
You right. That nigga is.
I hate
the
when
Pirate
Chatty
King.
does that.
He is the Pirate King. From that point on, like
how did
anything
Luffy
that happens
win?
with
He's the
Luffy
Pirate
that
King.
look
What do you
like-
mean?
That look like it's like some plot and do stupidity type shit. I'm just like, that's the Pirate King.
What's up? What's going
My
on?
thing is, I can.
This nigga
I'm
spitting.
not. Your headcanon fashion is hilarious, but I can see what you're saying. But I think that Zoro saying that a scar on the back during that Mihawk fight, I think that might have not been by coincidence. So I can see it a little bit.
Oh no, Shane.
Headcanon fact, bro.
Oh no, he's been changed.
Reasoning for him not taking off the jacket.
He's been recruited. What have you done?
What a good statement. He never takes off a jacket or his shirt off.
Bro, we haven't seen him enough.
You know, we took on the Marine Corps, bro. If we gotta see you take off his jacket once, bro,
He
it's ridiculous. You don't want to show his back, bro.
He hasn't got into a serious fight for him like to do something like that.
Like and subscribe. I'm ending the stream.
Yo, you see when Shane put up, he wanted to run away so bad. You know why?
Happy Valentine's Day. I'm ending the stream.
He has to take off his shirt so everybody can see he has a scar on his back,
I'm not
bro.
ending the
Come on, man, bro. You just third arm, man. Nigga, like, come on, man.
Bro, don't start this, bro. Don't start this Shanks.
No. On some real nigga shit. I think it's very plausible that he has a scar on his back, and that's why.
I think it's plausible too, but don't talk about the jacket.
Did Oden have a scar on his back?
He doesn't need it to take off.
But you seen Oden without his shirt on multiple times, right?
Pause.
But everything I said was just a fact right now. Is that wrong? Big news?
Yeah. Odin's been highlighted.
Yeah, and he's not afraid to talk about his shirt pause too, right? Because he doesn't have any scars on his back. I'm just saying, bro. Hey, I know we talking about me. When have you ever seen him off with his jacket off?
Whoa. What about you? Can't be serious. Oh my god.
Everything I'm saying is back right now, my nigga. Like, come on, bro.
Yo.
Everything I'm saying right now is facts, bro.
This nigga.
Can't deny what I'm saying is facts, bro.
This man's hilarious.
POS, what the fuck?
Everything right now I'm saying is facts, bro. Big facts.
I think before we really went off on off the fucking.
I'm sorry. Yeah, my fault.
No,
Bring it back.
I think where we were trying to talk about how like the odds between both sides in Wano.
I need a drink.
Yes, bro.
Let's be lopsided in that if Kaido falls, there's probably gonna be some asshole shenanigans involved.
It is lopsided.
It is. There's not really any debate to that, but I think that's where we're trying to go.
Yeah, it is.
And then Zoro talk happened, and then that was that.
When has it not been lopsided?
Me bringing up Zoro was adding on to the lopsided thing, how Zoro is gonna jump to do something
jump.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I know what I was trying to say. This is what I was trying to say. I was trying to say I don't think it's gonna be like a bullshit thing. Cause I think the Straw Hat Fleet's gonna come, and when the Straw Hat Fleet's gonna come, I think it's gonna even a lot of things out. And I think Big Mom's gonna portray Kaido. So I don't think it's gonna be as lopsided as people think. That's my thing. That's why I was asking why do y'all think it's bullshit. That's
so
why
EOS saying that if that happens, I agree. Like they betray each other and like nerf each other in a way that'll help.
The Straw Hat Fleet come?
It would make this more believable.
For sure. That'll help.
I mean,
I don't.
The Yonko game is kind of trash, to be honest. But I mean, at this point, it's the only way because the gap between everybody else and Kaido and Big Mom is like, there's no way that like Luffy damaging Kaido is one thing with this training, but if Luffy went one-on-one versus Kaido, I think I might throw my laptop out the fucking window.
Yeah, so my thing is, I think it's a little wild because I already thought they had a terrible chance with just one Yonko.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is with two, it made it inevitable loss.
Yeah.
So
see, I would think that if there weren't like the other supernovas there, and with Hawkins like special ability to be able to like amp up and nerf.
Yes, preach.
That's what I'm saying is like
that Hawkins greatness.
Like we've already been like hinted that
Hawkins got body. I don't know.
Give his allies anyone he's allies.
Yo,
crazy power.
I I don't want to agree with EOS in a way. I feel like there's got to be some kind of betrayal happen. Something's got to happen where someone gets nerfed. One of the big names gets nerfed in a way. If they're both,
I'm saying that right now.
He can give his allies a crazy.
I mean, if one of them's gonna get nerfed, it's got to be.
Even if it's like Kaido betrays Big Mom.
All the Straw Hats are dying in chapter 1000. That's the end of One Piece.
All right,
chapter 1000.
Good to know.
About time you ended this shit.
Hey, chill out, Big News.
Because
I think it's very interesting that they left Katakuri on Whole Cake, and it's kind of like it's still without Katakuri. Big Mom and Kaido's like presence is kind of equal in this arc in a way.
No, they got a big deal when Blackbeard goes up to Whole Cake Island with Katakuri's head in his hand.
What you mean left? He can show up. It's been like 2 weeks.
My view of the top tiers, they're all comparable. No top tier should be able to mid diff another top tier, so there's got to be a high diff fight. So I don't care which one gets nerfed. One of them has to.
What do you consider top tier?
What are you talking about? 1 through 10 in the verse?
Oh, that's okay. So because when I think of top tier, I think of like Yonko all the way to First Commander. That's top tier to me.
No.
Top tier to me is Yonko and the Admirals. Everything below that,
1 through 10.
Until you get to like Zoro and Sanji, that's high tier.
So when I think of top tier, I'm just thinking top tier in the verse, in the aspect of One Piece as a word.
Yes.
What you mean, Zoro?
First Commander say Yonko. That would be
top tier is just my 1 through 10. Zoro. Nobody through 1 to 10 should be able to mid.
What about Struce?
Should be able to mid.
No. What
you mean? No. I'm in the stream. You knew this was coming.
No. You weren't even the one that brought it up.
You know Struce that nigga, right?
I had to throw my boy to
Hold on, Steve, you know Struce that nigga, right?
Struce that nigga.
Come on, bro. Don't get it fucked up.
All right. He's about to move on from
the whole
Houston and talk about how Bogart's top 3.
Come on, come on, Ty.
I'm just
saying. You wouldn't wait on it.
We all know who the real captain of the Big Mom Pirates, and it's not Big Mom. Like, come on, bro, Struce him, man.
What do y'all niggas doing right now?
It's a superior version of Treble.
Bro, Struce.
That ain't saying much because Treble's ass.
No, I'm not talking about what Treble did. I'm talking about what he brought to the story. His role, because he was the catalyst for Doflamingo actually becoming that nigga.
Big facts.
I understand that, but
Treble
ain't shit compared to Doflamingo. Just like Strucin ain't shit compared to Big Mom.
Strucin
I agree with that parallel.
Crew.
People sleep on that. People sleep on that so heavy.
Weevil's mom. They're all the same person.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Oh, you think Bakken is raw?
No, I think they're all ass.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Wasn't Baggy on a White Beach crew?
Don't disrespect Strucin by comparing him to Treble. Treble's just an L.
What? Treble ran Doflamingo. He got in the way.
Disrespect Strucin. Strucin sucks.
Nah, Strucin's that nigga.
Bro.
You realize the Big Mom Pirates wouldn't exist without Strucin?
Yeah, he was filing that paperwork.
I'm not a Whole Cake Island fan, but Strucin's cool.
Strucin was Diddy, and Big Mom was, Biggie Smalls, bro. He's B.I.G.
Stop it.
And Big Mom Pirates is Bad Boy Records. I'm just saying.
What man's is this?
Come on.
We got off topic again.
No, you got off topic. There's something wrong with you.
Right. Hey, back to the Wano War. Do you think anybody other than the fleet's pulling up?
The Marines, of course.
The Marines? Who from the Marines?
Hey.
You remember?
Let's have a real conversation. The Marines are pulling up who?
It could be anybody. Hopefully Green Bull.
I think my nigga Kizoro about to pull up and fuck shit up.
Yeah, if he pull up, the arc's over. He's done.
The arc's over, nigga. I think one admiral's coming and he's gonna bring a fleet with him.
All right. Is Blackbeard pulling up or no?
At the end,
I really hope the niggas don't pull up.
I think he's gonna stay out of Wano right now and go to Whole Cake and attack Whole Cake. I think that would be the smartest move for Blackbeard to make as of right now.
Also, with Blackbeard, do you buy into the third devil fruit thing?
No, I think it's too much. I don't think he needs it.
So what's the thing with him and 3 then?
That's the thing that a lot of people say. Like I don't think the rule, the 3 thing has anything to do with the devil fruit thing.
I feel like it's a red herring.
I think it has something to do with something else. I think it has something to do with his body and his.
Red herring?
Something with his body that's weird, and that could be the third thing. But I don't think that necessarily have to be a devil fruit. I don't know what it is with this body. None of us know for real. So,
Oden knows we pay attention to detail, and he also knows that it's a trifecta of different devil fruit types.
And Oden, here's the thing: niggas forget Oden's a troll. So when y'all spread this three fruit thing, he's gonna just not do it just because y'all say so. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now.
Not only is he not going to do it, but he's going to build up the theory in the story just to crush it.
Bro. And not do it. So I really think it's not going to happen, bro. Just because Oden's going to troll y'all niggas so hard, bro.
I have one more Blackbeard question, even though it's a little off topic. Do you think if he sleeps, he'll die?
No. I think he can't sleep because there's three niggas inside of him. Pause.
Big pause. Big pause.
3 niggas.
No, but you're watching You're watching you show.
What kind of porn you be watching, nigga?
The dude that had multiple personalities.
Yo, what's the freak?
Oh no!
Triple anal penetration.
Yo,
no!
Whoa!
That's
not even possible, I think.
But hold on, Virgo. I think it's like you.
It's possible.
One dude had multiple personalities. He got to train for a long time, and every time he sleeps, another personality will take over. So he truly never sleeps. I think it's the same thing with Blackbeard. I think it's
Cavendish shit. You think he's on that Cavendish shit?
Yeah, bro. I think he has multiple personalities, bro. And that's why he never sleeps.
All right.
And that's why you can have two double like that. That could be another thing. Like the other, not maybe personality, but there's something with his body where because a lot of things with devil fruits have to do with souls. So there could be 2 souls inside Blackbeard for whatever reason. I don't know. And those 2 souls,
like Harry Potter,
devil fruit or whatever. You see what I'm saying? That could be another thing. Like that whole 3 thing could be so many things. I think people, I guess, just think it's 3 devil fruits. I don't think.
This is crazy.
All right, but back to the war. So if the Marines do pull up, I feel like that'll help.
Y'all wildin'.
I think that'll help.
Did you say he got 3 dicks?
Somebody in the chat did.
Yo, chat wildin'.
I haven't been here in a while, bro. Your chat don't know.
I know, but ACB said he said that's not a pause. It's Valentine's Day. Oh my god. These niggas are wildin'. Yo, what's up, Trent Money?
Is Trent join?
T Money.
Trent join?
So Trent wanna join the chat.
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear your bitch ass.
Yes, sir. What's up?
Yes, sir.
First of all, fuck Virgo.
Hey, what Virgo do to you, my nigga?
I'm just saying. But
second of all, you just to say fuck you, bro. Damn, bro.
It is Valentine's Day.
For record label in.
That's mandatory. What up, my nigga Steve?
Fuck you.
What's good, T Money?
But I didn't even realize this was a chapter discussion. I ain't even ready yet, so I'm
haven't been
think
talking
about
about
it.
Hey, well, hold on. We ain't even talking about chapter right now. How you feel about Blackbeard having 3 dicks?
I'm sorry, having 3 BBCs. Is that what you were saying?
Nobody even said all that.
Yo.
Nobody even said all that.
I think that's just a logical conclusion.
Bro.
I also wanted to.
How you gonna say that and then mute himself?
Steve-O, never make a video like you made on Twitter the other day again.
What do you
Steve-O is so creepy.
Yeah. Don't do that again, B.
What do you post?
This
there was a
nigga
video.
We were talking about like some girl had a short shirt and he's like, "Oh, it's never too short, baby. It's happy
He said
time."
that's the right length, baby, for happy time.
For happy time.
This
Freak
nigga
ass
is
nigga.
Yo, niggas is sick, bro.
Bro, I hope she banned you.
Nah, she liked the post. She liked it. That's what I don't get why niggas tripping. She actually liked the video. She knew what time it was.
This nigga Steve-O
Exactly.
funny, dog. She said, "It's happy time. Fuck it."
It's happy time.
Wow.
What were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying I didn't read the chapter, B. So I'm
Hey, hold on, let me spoil you real quick.
Nothing happened for real.
This is what we're talking about. We found out Blackbeard got 3 dicks this chapter.
No, he didn't, bro.
was Blackbeard at all in it? Was Blackbeard in the chapter?
No.
No, he wasn't in the chapter.
I don't want to read it then.
Oh wow.
I feel that way sometimes too, but it's like, oh no, we found. Do you want me to spoil it for you? You want to read it yourself?
Yeah, I'm gonna read it myself. So I'm probably check up out of here, y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all.
Yeah, go ahead. We haven't been talking about anyway. We deviated talking about Zoro.
All right, Trent. Happy Valentine's Day, bro.
Hey, happy Valentine's Day to my niggas.
Hey, happy Valentine's Day, Twerklees.
Hey.
Come back after you read though.
All right. Well, yeah. Nah. I'm about to be reading on the work computer. I'm on break right now. So.
Oh, word. All right. Go
I'll
ahead.
catch
Get broken
y'all
off.
next time.
Go ahead. Get broken off. Peace.
Peace. I'm about to go get Chipotle, my nigga. Peace.
This man loves
putting ketchup
Chipotle,
on your
bro.
Chipotle,
Every
you
time I'm in
nasty
the stream
nigga.
with this man, he brings up Chipotle for some reason.
That nigga's disgusting. He puts ketchup on his Chipotle.
Hell, nigga. That's some white shit to do too, bro.
ACB said, imagine Bonnie after taking Blackbeard's 3 BBC, she finna be on black.
Yo, who is saying that, bro?
ACB wildin', bro.
Yo, I forgot. Yo, that nigga funny. that nigga funny as hell.
Isaiah said triple the orgasm. Oh my god. All right. I think it might be time to shut it down.
Okay, what's the next topic?
No, shut it down means stop.
That wasn't a joke.
Oh, no.
This nigga said, what's the next topic?
I'm dead.
Thank y'all all for pulling up. I really appreciate y'all. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for that. We had 70 people here at one point. It was lit. Smash that like button consensually, of course. It is Valentine's Day. Get your consent forms.
Yeah, bro.
Y'all have a wonderful day. Perform fellatio on who, he, she, whatever you enjoy. And y'all have a wonderful day and get the fuck off my stream.
Hey, Virgo, before we get out of here, I got a question for you. You ever smashed the like button unconsensually?
No. I always ask before I put my dick on my laptop. I always ask. Y'all have a good night. Don't clip that.